G-Face. Then I call it. Never catch me lagging. Never catch me lagging. Never catch me lagging. Bitch, we make it happen. Bitch, we make it happen. I'm gonna go up.
What's good, man? I want to welcome you all to Smoke and Mirrors. This podcast right here is about changing the narrative. We're going to talk real stories, real life stuff. That's why we got y'all on here today. But before we get started, I just want everybody to raise their glass for everybody that passed away with this COVID-19. Green, Grams, everybody.
Already.
Salute. Don't spill a cup.
Bro, shout out to them. It's a lot of delicious too. This shit is good.
Of course. But before we get into it, we like to give people they love, you know what I'm saying, why everything is right. All is Michaels, man, from Real Talk. We watch you from the ground of Real Talk, all the way to Professional Chiller, bro. You've been putting on, and we just want to give you credit for that, man. You done did a lot, man.
Trying, man. Still got a lot more to do.
It's a lot more to do, but you working, man. So we just want to give you credit for that. Boss, you know what I mean?
Platform for us, man.
Definitely. You create a platform for a lot of people, so that's why we wanted to kind of bring y'all to this show and go from there. Talk about what's going on. Ty?
That's a fact, yo. You know, Ty, Hempstead Bread, Hustle Jones, Huss. You know, if anybody's seen it, you know, I seen it. You know, salute to my man G. Salute to my man G. Lou. Lunch Money.
That's a fact.
Feel me?
G. Lou, man. Lunch
But yeah, on a whole nother note, salute to my man right here, All-Is Michael. You know, a lot of times, you know, it's always like, people expect it always being this dude to have issues, but yo, listen, man, this is my man. Just to let people know, man, like, yo.
I think the COVID-19
you know, it's always like, nah, ain't no, it's always love. You feel what I'm saying? If we gonna get anywhere in life, you know, we gotta show that, like, yo, we unified. We come from the same background. You know, everybody's story is not the same, so you can't expect much. You know what I'm saying? From somebody that may not know you and you may not know them, but. You know, he saw me come up. I seen him come up and salute. You know, that's a very dope, you know, movement you got going on over there. You know, so just talk about it. Talk about what it is, yo.
I mean, I was always in entertainment. Like, that's all I wanted to do as a kid. Like, music, films, shows. And I just wanted to just create my own. I didn't really necessarily care about being in really other people's things. Like you know, like regular movies, I'd rather create it. Like, as a kid, one of my biggest guys I look up to is Keenan Ivory Wayans. I thought he was like the illest to do it. I still do to this day. I feel like he was able to create something to put his whole family straight.
Everybody.
That's real.
I don't really think nobody really. He don't really get enough credit as I think he deserves.
That's real. That's real.
I think he positioned everybody properly. So he positioned the brothers, the sisters, their kids, and then their kids. Like
real generation. That's real generational wealth. Real generational wealth.
I think.
So let me ask you this.
Same thing with Meredith Van Peebles as well too. Like he don't get enough credit too.
Facts. So let me ask you this, like as far as with a bunch of web series and all that, what separates you from all the other ones that we done seen come and go? Like what separates yours from like
100% violent. I ain't
more
gonna make it just 100%.
It's more original.
I wanted to do it like original, you know what I mean? People, you know, basically playing themselves and just have fun. I think a lot of people don't really have like fun of what they're doing. You're supposed to have fun. Like you play sports, you're still supposed to have fun while you're doing it. Like why be so? You know what I mean? You could be serious, but like why so serious?
Why so serious? Relax, have fun, be you.
So
I respect that.
That's the main thing. So it opened up a lot of doors. You see, Road Guard, he's the man. You know, True Street, you know, ACI just opened up flooding the gates with the music. And I mean, BET just reached out to do a whole nother situation and create something over there. So far, I mean, so good. I mean, 4 years of hard work. I mean,
That's
dope.
dope.
I mean, you know, you just gotta respect the grind. You know what I'm saying?
My thing is like, where do you see it going in the future? As far as like your series, like what do you see it doing in the future? Like,
I mean, basically, honestly, it just was like a resume. Just like it was like, you know, like some people they might go to school for it and you use that. I figure like the analytics and the buzz and the numbers, you use that as a form of, you know, like it's a resume. So that was just a start. Now you want to do other things, like now, like how you want to venture to do movies now, venture to do other things now. So I look at people like 50 Cent, of course, and what he's done, how many most successful movies he got, you know, that a lot of people don't really know before he even did Power. Like, all his movies were successful.
Facts.
Whether
Street
it's-
Division, right?
Every last one.
And
Like every
I,
movie he did, he probably did 20 movies, and I think all of them were successful.
I like the fact that the way you going, like you merging it with the music, and that's when we're able to get like a vision of True Street, like not just even as being the actor True Street, but the music. Like we able to see the music vibe and also the acting from him. And that's something that I think is dope. Cause True Street, I see a lot of people in the street. They ask me like, is he really taking like acting lessons? Like all of y'all, like y'all really on another level with the acting. So is that something True Street you trying to do other than music? As far as acting?
Anything with entertainment, man. I'm just trying to get out there and put on for where I'm from, Long Island, really. Like, you know what I mean? Whether it's acting, rapping, putting on other artists, writing for artists, whatever I gotta do, man. It's just, you know, I wanted to be a basketball player. It ain't work, you know what I'm saying? So,
I think we all want to do that this day.
so the next thing is, you know what I'm saying, is some type of entertainment, because all the basketball players want to be rappers, and all the rappers want to be basketball players.
Facts.
So I just happen to
You
do
just gotta
both. You
figure
know what I'm
out.
saying?
I just look at it like, yo, if they ain't gonna give us the opportunity, we just gotta create our own.
That's a fact,
You know what I'm saying?
but how hard is it? Like, because
That's
you
hard.
got a lot of people that try to come up with, and this is real talk, I see it all the time, copycats, and I look at it like, yo, they see somebody else do it, they want to do it, but most people don't know how hard it is, and they don't realize, like, how far back you go with this. We talking real talk.
That was
DVD.
2000. We
You
dropped
feel what I'm
our
saying?
first
And
DVD.
you introduce a lot of Brooklyn rappers to Long Island way back then, into where some of them are popping now. But I remember going back to when you and Mook, y'all had it, and we was just now seeing all those rap battles now. So I witnessed your grind. I really salute your grind. I witnessed it. But most people don't know how hard it is and how long you've been doing this.
I think I ain't gonna lie, the real talk grind, it was even harder because you gotta remember we didn't have the avenues like a Fendi had or a Smack had. They already started. You know, Fendi been in the game for like 30 years. A lot of people don't know. He was around since like Salt and Pepper days. So his relationships were airtight. So I had to figure out like, well, damn, if I can't get the exclusives from the big artists, I gotta more or less favor like the artists on the come up and get them to give me the illest exclusives possible. And then that'll sell it, like, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta find a selling point. So we used to have, our first DVD was 2 DVDs. It was like 3 hours long.
Right.
You know, we was figuring out how to do it. We had our own camera, a little $1,000 camera. We was taping. We had a good artwork to it, and we actually sold 5,000 of the first DVD. And I'm like, yo, this shit could work. You know what I'm saying? But at the time, it wasn't as congested. It wasn't flooded. We was probably like the 5th or 6th person doing it. Then after a while, then everybody, it's like a web series. Like, we probably was like 4th or 5th person doing it. Now it's like 190 of them doing it.
How do you look at your support? Like, as far as like, do you feel like enough people support you from your town, as far as like seeing like wanting to see you get ahead and get up there? So you know what I'm saying? And if you get up there, are you looking down to pull anyone up with you?
I mean, it was the whole thing. My whole thing was always to be more business. I didn't really care about being like the biggest artist in the world, the biggest. If I could pull him and get him a deal, I'm still gonna get the credit regardless. Because they're gonna be like, well, we know them first from such and such. So I think like out the box. A lot of people think more or less just for themselves. They don't notice if you put somebody on. Like as I said, like when you look at Keenan, if Jennifer Lopez is this big, where you know her from?
That's a fact.
That's right. Living color.
So at the end of the day, when we go back into the
People don't know that,
archives,
though, when you
we
go
know
back.
her from dancing.
That's a fact.
If Jim Carrey was the first one to blow out the Living Color joint, where he got to start from? So I'm just, the blueprint already been laid. So it's like, as a little kid, I'm like, yo, this is crazy. You know, he got his brother DJing. He was like in high school.
Facts.
Look where they at.
Exactly.
And he's still getting piece of all of that.
That's a fact.
Quiet as kept.
You definitely introduced.
So it's like how you know you really can't lose. So you got to realize like I just look at things differently. Like I come from the city to to here, but I always have family, and so like I look at
both sides.
both sides of it.
Right.
A lot of the people that's out here, they don't really know that there's a jewel here, and nobody's really tapping into
That's
it
a
properly.
fact.
There we go.
That's a fact. That's like Hov. Hov been spitting for years. And then
For years.
true? Oh, okay. You said, okay, that's so true. I'm calling you Hov because that's what I know.
When they say Hov, that mean they know he
That's
really
a fact.
known. He
Alright,
really
so,
known.
but you know, I'm going to.
Yeah.
So we talk about true.
Yeah.
That nigga.
That's true. I
Been
gotta
spitting
catch
for
up on
years.
that character.
I mean, he could be a bitch.
But I know who you are, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's all,
fire, though,
it's all
bro.
love, you know what I'm
We
saying?
salute you, though, bro.
Yeah,
That's fire.
that's a fact, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, absolutely. That's a fire.
He been in the game.
It's not too many people out there.
Absolutely.
Not too many
I'm
people out
very
there that
proud
do
of him.
music where you
Very
could
proud of him.
really tune in and really, get in tune with the music and really like it. You know what I'm saying? Like you really be talking that real shit that people want to hear.
And I appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying? And that's real talk.
I keep grinding because niggas tell me that. You know what I'm saying? Like I should have been doing this years ago, but
Got
you know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I got
Timing is right now. The timing is right.
That's what I always think. I always thought like it's like an untapped market. It's like Delaware, New Hampshire, Maine. Or I even look at like Philly. You know, like I would like, you know, good relationship with like the whole major figures like Gilly and them.
Yeah.
So before they came out, all you really knew was Will Smith. So that was your depiction of what Philadelphia is.
That's
so
a
then
fact.
when they came out, they showing you the rough side of it. It's like, oh shit, you ain't even know Philly was like that.
I think they'd be afraid to let Long Island, real Long Island dudes in the game because we changed. You know what I'm saying? We really,
honestly, it's
we
like
in already.
yeah, we in, but you know, it's like we gotta break in that industry to where like we able to like really be depicted of who we are. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people that rep us but don't really show who we are. You know what I'm saying?
It's bad.
Yeah, on a whole different note.
Because you
We
know what
can't
it
worry
is?
about them.
Not even the side note, I think when you look at Long Island as a whole, the biggest problem on the Long Island as a whole, I always said this, it's like
no support amongst
the
everybody.
support is always like people just rep where they from. When you look at Brooklyn, people say Brooklyn. Even though if one person's from Brownsville or Bed-Stuy, wherever they from, but they just repping Brooklyn. When you look at Long Island, it's either, oh yeah, I'm from this side, or I'm from that side, or I don't rock with him. If everybody just come together on the whole, you can sell so much music out here, you can do whatever you want.
So I always look at
You
it
know what I
like,
mean?
they always gonna spin back.
Nah, I want
So
to.
you know, if you just concerned with it, your biggest fans are gonna be people that don't know.
Everywhere
That's
is
a fact.
divide.
Who's gonna
Everywhere
run
is
everywhere?
division.
I'm with you.
Say.
Even in Brooklyn, everywhere is division and divide. We gotta conquer that. You understand? Long Island was divided in towns, and we all stood together and not worry about even Hempstead. Hempstead was divided in
It's a million sides.
Million sides.
from that
Different
side, from this
sides,
side.
It's really just Hempstead is just it's not that it's just it's
What is it,
Roosevelt, like think about
Like
Roosevelt,
5
right?
miles
Roosevelt
long.
is 1.5 square miles, right? So the only way they could divide Roosevelt was through gangs because
Exactly.
that's the only way.
Okay.
And you still can't, even if he's this side or that side, you still can't do nothing to him if you're not from Roosevelt. Believe me, it's not going down. It's never going to happen. You know what I'm saying?
I know, you there?
Brooklyn right now, they got the game.
I mean, if you think about it,
As far as rapping, excuse me, hold
Yeah,
on.
go ahead.
As far as rapping, Brooklyn got the game. I be in Brooklyn. I work in Brooklyn. I be on Lennox. You know what I'm saying? Around the toes. Rest in peace to Nick Blicky.
now you from Brooklyn, man.
No, I'm not from Brooklyn. I'm not from Brooklyn. Let's
I
get
know what
this
you're saying, but
straight.
right now they have the wave. They
Let's
got
get
the
this
wave.
clear. Let's get this clear.
But the way I look at it is like what you're saying is music.
It's division.
Music is universal, so
universal
everybody has
language.
their time. That's how I
Yeah,
feel.
but
But I feel like people
stay
just
in
gotta
your
work.
lane.
If you work hard and just stay in
Stay
your
in
lane,
your
people won't be
lane.
heard.
Yeah, and do your thing. Don't worry about what the next. You know, that's
right.
you feel me?
That's a fact, because it's always going to be somebody that come and model whatever you do and try to duplicate whatever you do.
Right.
That's
But
why I
when you,
call myself the road guard.
when you blueprint your work, can't nobody really duplicate it
Facts.
because you already
Yeah,
laid
you
it
already laid it
down. That's
right.
like saying, for instance, like I never claim like if I was the first one to ever start hustling clothes out of the back of a trunk or out of a barber shop because I seen somebody do it before me, but I just took it
Yes.
and model it the way I wanted it to be, like to
Right,
where
yeah.
like, all right, I'm gonna take it to this level, to this level.
different with it,
So now when I see all the seeds that was birthed from it, I applaud them because I
feel
said,
good
yo,
about
I
it.
showed you something that you could do besides hustling on the block,
Facts,
doing whatever you have
facts.
to do
It's
to
hustle
get that
guard,
kind of
man.
money. You feel what I'm saying?
that was
And that's a
that-
fact.
everywhere.
That's why I go back to my dude here, like, yo, I watched him. You know what I'm
birth.
saying? It
Watch
was,
the growth.
Watched it.
I watched his growth. I
Right.
watched where he at now. Salute him because he's still here. You feel what I'm saying? And when I
Right.
seen that video, I was proud of you, and I told you, I said,
That's
"See,
just the
that's
beginning.
real." You feel what I'm
Facts.
saying?
It's real.
That's
It's nothing made.
that's
It's
true.
really that's him.
And I don't really look
True.
at everybody's stuff, so if I, and I don't listen to everybody's music, but that was real. You feel what I'm saying? So you know, again, this guy here giving out those type of platforms, I would like to see my man lunching more. Yeah, just
no,
get
no,
with
no.
him. You feel what I'm saying? Because we got a depth. Yeah.
Shout out to Lunch
Potential.
Money.
Yeah,
Shout out to Lunch
like, you know
Money.
what I'm
too.
saying? We gotta
potential
big each other up.
Is so it can reach
Actually,
it is.
the greatest heights
Yeah,
ever.
that's a
So
fact.
So
that's
let me-
just the beginning.
Let me ask you this: like, how'd you? My whole thing is like, how'd you even come up with this character, Road Guard? Like, where was that birth from? Like,
I mean, honestly, the professional chiller,
correct?
to me, we start off as fun.
Mm-hmm.
We was having fun.
That's what it's supposed to be.
It's freestyling. It's like we rap. You know what I'm saying? And I created that character. You feel me? I put it on. I was like, we're gonna go with this. I like the way, you know, that one we had one season
Bryce ain't rocking robes today.
Nah, I ain't rocking
You
robes
should've.
today. Now I'm on my grown
That's
man
a
today.
fact.
Now,
Marketing is everything.
Nah, the marketing is everything.
Yeah.
But listen, I'm giving. Listen, you right. You right.
That's what I'm
I
telling you.
definitely-
Kid.
Listen, we definitely Polo owe me some money, so I don't even in the road right now. We're gonna talk about that later. You feel me? Actually, I went to school for acting. Me and Black is one of the very few actors that's in the professional chilling. Like we really act. I did commercials. You know what I mean? I got a free
I seen your free like commercial.
you know.
Definitely.
Definitely.
Seen that. That was a nice
Definitely
look.
crossed you up in the
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I did modeling before. You know what I'm saying? So I put on a robe. I'm a model. You feel me? So
that's your
I got
look. They took
the
on you.
shoulders. You know, it looks good. You know, so when
Here we go. Here we go
you
with
know
the
what I'm saying?
shoulders.
No funny, but when so look, I do music too, but I'm more a strip club rapper. So I said, you know what? Let me put on I'm about to put on a robe and go to the strip club a lot. So one night, strippers, no funny. Strippers is taking pictures with me. They taking pictures with me.
That's a fact.
Putting money in my robe.
the road go.
You feel me? So then my people, but you know, I ain't really had a robe guard thing down. I was still with Fizzy Robe. So then my people was sending me like videos like, yo, some dudes biting your style. They got robes on. I said, nah, I like that. Let them wear that.
Correct. 'Cause it's catchy.
Listen, hold on,
I'm
let me
the
cut
god
you
of this
off.
robe
Oh,
shit.
God.
Let me cut you off. Ghostface wore the robe first.
Uh-oh.
No, of course.
When he had
No,
the
I was
IEDs
getting
on
to that. Let me
his
finish.
robe.
I was
I'm not
getting to
shooting you.
that.
Sit down.
No, I was
That's
getting to
right.
that.
Ghost
I was
was
getting to
definitely-
that.
It took you a while to get there, though.
No, I was getting to that.
Shout out to
Ghostface.
Ghostface too, man. Shout out to Ghostface.
Ghostface.
Happy belated
Yo,
birthday.
listen.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to
Yo,
Ghostface.
shout out to the originator of this shit, Ghostface.
Ghost.
You gotta get
Definitely.
Ghostface in the scene.
But
man.
listen,
That's what
Ghost
you
wasn't swaggy as me with it.
Don't
Ghost
do
was
that.
swaggy.
Oh,
You got Wally B. Clark TV.
that.
We created a lot.
Yo,
But actually,
here you
Ghost
go.
is way better. Ghost is way better.
I'm
Let
not
me
even
stop.
gonna be
We're about to stop
Yeah,
this.
nah,
But listen,
the guard like that,
nah.
bro. Come
Nah,
on,
listen.
man. Take
Ghost-
that back, man.
Nah, I'll take that back.
Nah, go.
Take
Nah,
that back.
listen.
Ghost a
Listen,
legend, man.
But listen,
We salute legends.
as a rapper
Right.
or whatever, you supposed to say you the best.
I'm with
Or
you.
whatever
I
you
agree.
do. So yeah, Ghostface, I got it from you. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You Mr. Miyagi. I'm Danielson.
Wax
Here we
on,
go.
wax
Okay.
off.
I'm better now. I'm gonna be better. Trust me. That's all I'm
Okay, I
saying. No
respect that.
disrespect.
I respect
I got
that.
it from
So,
you.
question: you would you say your passion is acting? Like that's a passion of yours? Like you know what I'm
both.
saying? Both
I'm not
acting and
never
rapping.
gonna give up my music.
Right.
You feel me? Like
Because
certain things I was born.
it's
brought up
beneficial to
on,
have
yeah.
both.
Like even behind the scenes, working out, playing basketball. We love that. That's what we grew up
what we grew up
doing.
doing. Yeah.
But you always have it's always a talent that's gonna create your
That's
wealth.
gonna overshine.
About any of
Yes,
us, we
yes.
all have a talent, a hidden talent that creates. So
I think I would use
is
the acting
as your
right
pa-
now.
is that
Yes,
your-
right
you know what I'm
now,
saying?
my acting would be my first goal.
Okay,
Right?
right.
The road guard, we do what we do. Professional chiller, let's go.
That's your first thing.
First thing.
All right.
So you getting definitely a hands-on.
Oh, yeah,
messing with
listen.
the
Oh, yeah, it's
artists.
there.
So that's the thing,
Yeah,
like yo,
yeah.
and that's
See
what
the
I'm saying.
first on
That's
the
what
show.
gives you that platform
That's
to
the
work
platform.
on it. All this
Absolutely.
Michael,
Yeah, he gave me the
professional
platform.
chilling,
Absolutely.
give you the opportunity.
That's my
That's what's
brother.
up.
And
He do a
another
million,
thing,
he do a million walkthroughs.
That's a salute.
Listen,
another thing what I like
Except
about
forget the money, I'm
this
just
whole
coming
shit,
through. Yeah.
What I like about the whole show is that I watched a lot of these web series, and I seen these dudes like when money come into play, it fucks up basically everything. So one thing I like about this is like y'all are all friends. Everybody done came up together, so I don't see it going there. I see people understanding that they all gonna put their time in to make it pop. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
You know,
Rest
you
in
let-
peace.
you
as long as money
you
don't
let-
change
you
the
see-
situation.
If you let money change you, then you know you gotta look at you gotta look at yourself.
That's a fact.
You gotta live with yourself.
That's a
That's
fact.
right.
Well, we all had that
Right.
experience.
Yeah, we
bro.
all-
we all had that experience
I
where we
never
see
looked at
money
it,
change a lot of
I
our
mean,
people.
I never
a lot
really
of our
looked at it
kids.
as like, you know,
Yeah.
like right now you gotta see it, right? There's a epidemic. What's the use of the money now?
You're right.
That's always showing you it's like we worshiping the wrong things.
You're right.
Jewelry, cars, all of that. Clothes. Can't spend none of that shit now. There's people that got a whole bunch of money right now, they ain't spending shit.
Yeah, they sitting at home watching.
That's some Amazon Prime shit though.
Oh yeah, I definitely got a bunch of boxes at the doorstep every day.
Nah, but you can't. You keep
No, I
right,
know.
though. You can't go out and spend no.
Nah, he right though.
So it's like it's showing you like the stuff that a lot of people, you know, worship, even going out, you can't even go out, have drinks, you can't do
Right.
none of that right now. So it's
Facts.
like, what do you
So,
do? You
how
gotta
have
make
the-
use of
yeah.
you gotta make use of your time.
So the pandemic, how has it like, you know, changed? Has it changed?
I mean, I
any,
look at
like,
it-
have
that's
you
good.
figured out
That's
other
all
ways
right.
to be able
I mean,
to
I just
utilize your time now?
exactly. Yeah. For me personally, like I'm back working out harder than ever. Cause I'm like, well, I'm not gonna let this it's gonna affect everybody, but I'm not gonna let it like bring me down. So you know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my body together. I'm gonna work. I'm gonna run. I'm gonna do certain things to keep my mind off of it. I'm gonna sit in the crib. I'm gonna figure out other things. I'm gonna watch a whole bunch of TV. I'm gonna figure out other ways. I'm gonna become more internet savvy. Because now it's like I'm not going. You can't go nowhere.
Can't go nowhere.
So now it should show you like you can't go nowhere.
But how have the pandemic, changed you, and what have you took notice to that you may need to
real,
change?
y'all.
He still hangs on the block.
The
Don't let him
pandemic
lie to
has fucked me up.
Don't let him lie to you.
Yeah, go
Yo, we
ahead.
are smoking mirrors. We out here with the
Smoking
fake-
mirrors. I'm with you. I'm with you.
Yo, we gonna put
Yo,
up
be
with
real
it.
if that's what
I
happened.
lost my
you, bro.
brother,
I'm with
my
you.
uncle,
That's a bad- that's
my
a bad-
man O. Yo, shout out,
Yeah.
shout out to my man O, man, Stephen Boat, right,
Right.
man, one of the originators. You
Facts.
know what I'm saying? Yo, that's a fact. Yo, I lost people. I was crying. I've been going through it, but I stayed strong. I even one time thought I had it. Not to be funny. My chest hurt. I'm like,
Well, I hope it ain't hurting right now.
nah, I'm good,
All right.
man.
That's
Listen,
when he calls me.
I call all this crying.
Nah, I know.
Yeah,
No
this guy.
funny, I
Nah,
call
people-
three crying. These are my brothers. You feel me? We all
go
call each other. Nah,
They go
no
True
funny.
Street, see?
Nah,
There you
True
go.
Street, now listen,
You
True
call-
Street family right here.
You can't go True Street crying though. I'm telling you right now. I'm like, yo.
Listen.
So I'm like, well, I guess you're gonna stay off the block then.
I wanted to really. Yeah,
Nah, you
listen,
know.
I say yeah,
Oh,
and then,
real
and then
quick.
2 days later,
Real quick, shout out to the sponsors. Shout out
Oh,
to
hold on, wait.
shout out to Vapor
Vapor
Queen.
Queen.
that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely shout
Vapor.
out.
Shout out to
Vapor.
Exotic Mixtures
Yo,
for the
this-
drinks.
This hookah got me
Salute to
feeling
y'all.
real.
Nah,
You got past the hookah.
shout out to Vapor Queen.
I'm
He don't
gonna
pass
pass
it.
it
You
like
have
me.
to. You got to. Now go back to your story.
Let
Like,
me hold me down.
Nah, finish your story. Now,
out.
finish your story
Let him
about
finish out.
exactly how did this pandemic like change your life as far as that.
Well-
Pass it over to my man on True Street.
True shit.
Yeah, and then you finish.
Try not to knock nothing down.
I ain't gonna lie. This hookah.
Go ahead. So how you feel it
That was
changed you? Like
fashionable.
moving man time like you said. How did it change you as far as
Well, it changed me as far as growth. I realized I start hitting up more of my people more, like the people that I really love more.
okay?
You understand my kids. You understand it's messed up that I really can't really be around them like I want to be, because I feel that I'm outside. I wear the mask and everything, but I don't want to bring it to them. At the end of the day, I'll be around my kids. You understand what I'm saying? But that's how messed up it is right now.
No, it's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? I have more than one baby mother, so I'm not with them. So unfortunately, I know some men is married and they with their kids and they can be with their kids every day. You
Nah, that's
understand what I'm
real.
saying? So it's real for like the men who have, but I call them every morning.
That's
If
what matters.
That's what
it's really real out here because you don't know. You got to value for real. The value of life right now is crazy. 2020 is like a year to always remember.
That's a fact. I agree.
This is the worst year that I had in 38 years of my life.
That's a fact. Me too.
That's a
Period.
fact. I'm with you on that.
You can't even think about it.
Nah, you right.
Kobe Bryant, B, with his daughter. You understand? Think about if we was on that plane, what Kobe do?
No,
He
hold
was
the door.
holding
That's
his
a
daughter.
fact.
Everybody's you get what I'm saying? So that's
Nah,
what we
you
gotta
right.
do. We gotta stick to what's really going on. And the pandemic has really made me grow and be stronger and take my everything that I do serious. I want to give y'all my everything before I leave.
That's a fact.
That's why I do
Not to
music.
cut you
That's why I
off.
do acting.
I want to. This pandemic, if y'all come out of this pandemic broke, something wrong with y'all, man.
Right?
with him
Because
on
there's
that.
money out here.
I'm with him on
Money
that.
out
It's
here,
so
and the
much
government
money.
giving out money today. Never
they
did
are.
out their life.
Why you
You
think
know about
Walmart? Why you think Walmart and McDonald's and the real billionaire enterprises is not shutting down?
Why would they?
They never gonna do that. You know why? Because we can learn how to do. You think about it, lady. Like, look, I need that. Haircuts. The barbers out here getting getting their grind on. You feel me? The women out here, doing nails.
Facts is something out
So
there.
listen,
Showing you a talent that is
yes.
really tapping in a talent that you never knew you
Because
had.
we needed this.
We need
But
it.
yo,
you
real talk.
ain't gonna say you need it, but it's just like
No, we do.
It's just
need
like what
this.
True Street
Not
just
to
said.
death,
If
but
you
I
don't
mean,
come
we
out,
need it. It's a good of the bad too.
if you don't come out this pandemic right here, like True Street said, differently with a whole different mind frame,
Right.
Outlook on
something's
life.
wrong with you. 'Cause
Right.
your outlook on life gotta be totally different. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like as far like it made me just even look at life different. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like as far as health,
Right.
wealth, like everything, bro. It makes you have to really feel like you gotta
Sit
have
down.
some. You gotta
Yeah.
have some money saved away because this is real,
We
bro.
got sat down.
We got sat down.
Punishment. You know what I
But
mean?
take
really cool.
advantage of this free time, this idle time. This is the devil's workshop. But at the end of the day, if you take advantage of this,
Right.
you could be better. You see my son. My
You get
son
the
always
good
talk
out of
about he working out times 10.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
that's a
I'm
fact.
writing, I'm working more. Like I'm taking
Utilizing
this
your
time.
time
to-
wisely.
Fuck it, let me lock in on this music. Let me
You
lock
never
in on
know,
all this
like,
shit and
this
just
shit could
go hard. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, they say in June, this shit could
Nah, this shit could go on
Same
for a
you,
long time.
Tweet, like real talk, like how have the pandemic, what impact has it had on your life?
Smoking
It's a
mirrors.
question,
Go ahead, go ahead.
real
I
talk.
know,
It's
I
a
know,
real
I know.
question, like
A serious
what
one.
you have it, being quarantined, and this is real talk, being quarantined with your wife and your kids. How
Facts.
have that, like what changes or
Oh,
that
it's-
were
it's-
made, and what did you recognize, that you
Well,
see that may need to be changed?
I mean, it's serious changes because this is like, honestly, this is the most time I fell in love with my house.
Right.
I haven't been in my house this many hours in my life.
Get
You
the
know what I mean? Because
value.
you so much in the streets and you so much trying to get to it that you don't even have the time to sit back and enjoy your family. So with this, I've been able to sit down and enjoy my family and think about different things in life and what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? That's how I even sat down and came up with this whole idea as far as for the Smoke and Mirrors. Because I looked at everything that I watch online and it's like people are telling their story, but they're not letting people really tell their real story. You get people on there and it's like Smoke and Mirrors. They just telling you from the aspect of, I got $1 million and this is what happened. They're not telling you
To me, a
not
millionaire
telling you the grind.
quarantining is different from
Yeah.
our quarantine.
They're not telling you
know
the
what
real
I'm saying?
grind.
It's a whole big difference.
I watch you grind.
They got
I
quarters
watch
they
you
gonna
grind.
live in. Like we in that
What-
box. We in the box. But
I watch you grind from young.
Right.
I watch Aldous. I met Aldous in 04. I watched Aldous grind. Aldous the first person when I met him at Rec. Aldous had a record. I'm doing music and Aldous had a vinyl. He had a vinyl. First one I seen had a vinyl press with his name on it. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Hove. I watch
crazy how
Hove.
that changed.
You know what I'm saying? Hove used to come record with me at the crib. Like I watch Hove rap. I watch Hove play ball.
True Street.
True. Oh my bad. I'm saying.
True Street.
You know, it's my man.
Yeah.
I watched True Street from young. Play ball was nice. I'm like, yo, this dude gonna be the truth in ball. He was definitely nice. Everybody had a talent, but now he took it somewhere else. He reinvented himself. That's what it's all about. This shit is teaching people to reinvent yourself. Like you gotta sit down.
One of the hottest rappers in New York.
Huh?
It's one of the hottest rappers in New
I'm
York.
tough,
Yo,
man.
I used to bust True Street ass too. Let's keep that on
Come on, you
record.
always talking as you the bus.
Man,
I mean,
yo, listen.
I'm glad you said that.
If we can't be real, if we can't be
bust his ass too and all this. Fuck
Yo,
it,
hold on,
bust it.
Fletty.
niggas
Yo,
don't
hold
believe
on.
that.
Bust
If we
everybody
can't
ass
be
in
real on here and real,
basketball.
Yo,
He had too much
Paul.
exotic
Yeah, he had too much exotic.
No more fam.
Cut
Huh?
this.
Nah, but it's real talk. Like,
but
how's it
seriously,
changed
like,
you?
yeah, I've changed you and be real. Let's really talk.
I'm used to solitude, so it gives me more solitude, really being to myself, figuring out who I am.
Like,
Just really focusing on what's really important in life, like what means the most to you, like what are you trying to do in life, where you trying to go, like we all getting older, and what's your plan? Like, you know what I mean? So I just focus on like whatever I'm gonna do, I gotta put my all into it. And right now is the perfect time to do it because nobody's doing nothing.
There you go.
So if you sitting in your crib, you can, like a millionaire told me, as long as you got an iPhone, you can make $1 million.
That's a
You know what I'm
fact.
saying? If you got a phone, you can do everything on your phone and you can do on the computer. You can reach everybody in the world. So take advantage of the free time. son.
yeah.
That's a fact.
The time ain't free, really,
No,
either.
it's really not. I mean, that's the most precious thing. So it's just working, staying consistent, working. You know what I mean? Whatever, mind, body, and soul. Work out, stay close with your family, and just ignore all the bullshit and negativity that's surrounding. You know
That's a
what I'm saying?
fact.
It's
Energy is everything.
I don't know if y'all know, but these two are one of the really most smartest people I know in life. I'm talking about brain equivalency, very smart.
Gotta throw my man. I mean,
Now L2,
the Smoke and Mirrors guard.
yo,
I see Smoke and
listen.
Mirrors guard pull out
Listen,
$100,000.
No funny. Listen,
There you go.
He just don't listen to like weeks
I seen
later.
him pull $100,000 out of sock before.
You get to the. He's a different grind. This is my role model.
But I'm gonna keep it real though.
One
If
of
it
my
wasn't
role
for my bro, all this like he made the road a little easier for me. 'Cause
Facts.
now like everybody raps. It's a million nice niggas all around the world. But he gave me a platform and gave me a face before the rap shit.
That's a fact.
Like niggas know I can rap, but the world don't know I rap. So now you gave me a face and it's a platform you can see me. So now I can get the fans to transfer over to music
Something
shit.
different. That's
You know
a
what I'm saying?
fact.
If I have 20 million, if he got 20 million views worldwide and some,
Then you got
that means
20
I had
million.
20 million
That's a
people.
fact.
that see
People
me,
listen.
You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
Jay-Z know who he is. So shit, I
No, it's a fact. He right.
It's
It's
a fact.
the smartest thing in the world. It's just
You know
like
what I'm saying?
it's just like as far as for 50 Cent. Everybody thought with 50, like it was over for him as far as music. He did the smartest thing in the world. He came out with Power and then put his song in the beginning of Power. There's nobody in the world that don't know that song as soon as they hear it play. It's stuck in
you
your
hear that
mind.
song, you know
So
something.
I think he just got tired. I think he just got tired of the music end because he conquered it.
Yeah, once you
He
conquer
definitely
something,
conquered.
it's time to conquer
I mean,
something.
He conquered it.
I wouldn't look at it as if he got tired. I look
Nah,
at it
meaning
as
like-
meaning like
Time to
you
evolve.
can't just market yourself in one box. So I look at it like if he just, I got movies going on over here. Because whether we know it or not, all over the world, people, it's a whole other side of the country that's still buying his music.
That's
you
a
know what I'm saying?
fact.
That still support his music. But, you know, he's positioning himself. So when his music is really, really over, I got something else I done created that I don't even have to focus just on music. Because I think that's what we do a lot. And that's why with his platform, it's not just about music. It's about you being able to market yourself as acting or market yourself as you able to sell. Because you selling something, no matter what, you selling
what, you
yourself
selling
to
yourself.
the people.
Never
If
put
you
your
can't
eggs in
sell
one
yourself
basket.
to me, then you know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, you got to be able to sell yourself in this music game or in
Right.
acting or whatever you doing. You got to be able to sell the product. You got to make somebody want to buy your phone, your iPhone. You got to be you got to be in the market whatever you doing. If you can't market yourself, then you wasting your time in something that's not really meant for you to be doing.
That's why.
That's why I look at you. I be like, yo, I don't know whether people see it or not. He marketing himself. You doing?
No,
you
you
might
are.
be like, yo, that's some. Nah, we've
Facts.
seen it work for so many different people, but when we do it,
It's a problem.
it's a problem. Like, you know what I'm
But they'll
saying?
double back
If Jay wear if Jay, yo, for instance, Jay wear lunch money,
It's
it's hot.
It's hot.
If J. Cole signed Professional Chiller,
It's hot.
oh, it's it.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? We have to wait for
Right.
somebody
Facts.
that endorse
Facts.
us. Like,
That's
nah.
just the world we live in.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
That's why
I
exactly.
always say the same.
Yeah.
same
Yeah, we live in a world of smoke and mirrors.
Exactly.
Right
You know
now,
what I'm saying?
in my car, if you listen to my playlist, it's no funny. I listen to all music from everywhere. But right now, I got playlists from, I go to YouTube to who's hot in my hood. I got a system. I got a car in my trunk. So pretty much when I play my music, everybody's gonna hear it. So I go everywhere. I'm everywhere. And they're gonna hear
He
our
definitely
music.
don't sit still.
Nah, from everywhere. They're gonna know. They're gonna
I see you in the
know.
Bronx.
Yeah, I got people
see him
all
everywhere.
everywhere. Listen, I'm everywhere, and I play our music, and they be like, "Yo, where can I find that song?" You know, you never know.
But see, the thing
You
is,
never know.
like what you just said, but
real.
my thing has always been, when you look it out here, just for instance, I think it's talent. Like True Street said, it's talent everywhere. It's a lot of talent out here. But I think some people are stuck and they just want to be hot in their area. That's one thing I like about you, Road Guard, True Street, all this. Y'all taking this shit to a whole
Everywhere.
nother level. Because it's not about just being hot in your area. Because your fan base is not going to be all from your area.
Honestly, I didn't know
You know
how
what I mean?
serious this was until I'm in Miami. I got the robe on. I just performed. A dude, yo, man, that's the dude with the robe, man. That's the I call all this like, yo, hey, man, yo, we lit out here, like.
And the crazy.
Said you need some more time to see?
Yeah, I gotta give me some more. You gotta give me the robe. You know what I'm saying? I need some more True Street parts.
I don't think he agreeing with that.
He agreed.
Right.
I need more sex scenes.
Nigga James R.
Uh-huh.
I actually write for the nigga James R from Love Hip Hop, so I'm in Miami. You know, he a pop.
You supposed to talk about that.
I mean, you know, I ain't about that.
Oh,
Niggas
Nah,
ran
that's
down,
still a
niggas
big
ran down
thing,
on
though.
me.
Right.
Like, it's a bunch of people running down on him for his Love and Hip Hop thing. And it's people that seen me walking in the club that night. You know what I mean? Like, yo, this club came in, we was walking in. Like, yo, the bouncers. Like, yo,
Nah, that's a
True
fact.
Street from Professional Chiller. Let us walk right in this way. You didn't know if he had the grip on us or nothing. On the strength of the boss man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Now,
gangsta.
on Professional Chiller, I'm going to tell you a real story, man.
Keep it real.
I took my son to a basketball game at Pro City. And, you know, the college in the city, eh? So I go out on the line to go get a drink. There's mad dudes in the hallway. So I look behind me. It's like 30 dudes, man. Like, they just staring at me like, you know, like they ready. I'm thinking they ready to make a move. So I turn around, I'm like, yo, what's up? Nigga like, nah, you the plug, right? I said, the plug? This nigga said, yeah, you the plug, right? From the show, right? You got that? I said, nigga, it's a show. This nigga thought it was like,
Let's get to it. I'm glad you said
yo,
that.
he thought it was like, they really believed that like everything is just real, like
I'm
everything,
glad he
you know what I'm
said
saying?
that because honestly, people came up to me like, yo, why you let that light skinned little nigga do that shit to you? Shout out to my big brother Shy.
Plain old Shy.
Yo, listen, plain old Shy, baby. That's my bro, man. That's real life shit. But it's like, yo, why you do that? I'm like, bro, that's acting, bro.
That's
a
how,
fact.
that's how you know you got people in.
Yeah, that's
Like,
really
you know what I'm saying?
great. That's a great thing.
Now, when you watch the show, one thing I got out of the show is that everybody got their light. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not on one main person. You watch the show, Arliss got his parts. You got people that love Arliss. You got people that love Grams. Got people that love Shy.
Hold on, let's not forget.
Spooky.
We got the baddest chicks. The professional chiller. I had to say this shit twice. I said the professional chiller got the baddest chicks. You better
hold
look
on,
all
really?
of them up. All of them.
Now the show
Somebody
was fire.
like me, right?
On everything. You better look at
Where did the name come from?
Shout out to Plaga too. Plaga's a funny
Where did the
motherfucker,
name
man.
come from?
My man Act gave me that name. But he used to just say like, man, you like too cool for school. You like professionally chilling. I just made it shorter. He used to always say that. Like, so I'm like, yeah, that's just kind of catchy, and I just cut it.
Just cut it.
And then I started thinking, I ain't the first person. You know, you gotta go back to like Billy
Who
D.
you know
Williams and all
Ella?
of
Who
them.
you know Rilla?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so, you
rocking
know,
with-
so I started thinking about like all the
Chiller.
old back in the day.
Come on, we gotta do a
So I'm
remix
like,
for
yo,
that.
I'm saying you got Billy D. Williams, you got Big Daddy Kane, they all professional shit. So I'm just like keeping it going.
Fuck,
that's a
Like,
fact.
I ain't the first one.
That's a fact.
So yeah, shout out to my man Act Murder. He the one that gave me that.
Now the show is definitely dope.
How many episodes? How many
25.
25?
Yeah, we got 20.
How many-
25.
Ask them how many views though.
How many? I
Oh yeah, the views is
I
crazy. We
heard.
got almost 23 million now.
23 million?
And then we gotta talk about real quick, you know what I'm saying, before we wrap this up. I seen online recently you was on there with Jay-Z's engineer Google. That was a big
That's
look.
it. That's
Shout
it.
you
He
out for that.
definitely, he's one of, as I said, like, if more people in the industry was like him, we'd all be rich.
That's a
Like,
fact.
he
He's a
just-
smart dude.
But he just naturally just shows love. Like,
That's
for
a
him
fact.
to reach out to me out of nowhere, and he's big as he is. And just once he went on Twitter and said, yo, this is his favorite show, and people just started, DMing and calling. And as I say, he just shouted me out now. He's with Jay-Z, got Jay-Z
fact.
on live. The first person he
First
shouted out
time.
was me.
I ain't gonna front. I mean, smoking mirrors. Niggas got a lot of buns off professional chillers.
I don't know what this nigga talking about.
Here you go.
I mean, me and my
Is
man,
it
I don't have no question.
me and my man A can talk about it.
He can talk about it.
Yo, Flames too.
Man,
I got a lot of buns off the
I've been
professional
getting
fact.
buzzed, man. I don't know. I
He
can't.
definitely this shit comes with a lot of perks.
I'm
This
just
guy
saying, no
takes-
funny shit. I've been
Nah, but
getting
I want-
buzzed, so
nah, but-
I can't.
Nah,
nigga.
but-
Come on, man. Everybody get buns. You try to personalize it, you get more buns.
Nah, not even to
I
take
didn't say
yo,
that.
not even to take you all off that. Not even to take you all off that, but yo, real talk, shout out to Google.
I definitely
Shout
got
out
that.
to-
Because that was a big look. Because even, like I'm saying, that's what I be saying with Smoke and Mirrors. With a lot of these dudes from the industry, they probably sitting at home and they really watching the show.
Yeah.
But there's not many of them that's going to step up and really reach out to you and let you know that they appreciate the show.
Shout out to
So,
what's name too, Mace Freestyle.
shout out to Mace.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mace.
I ain't gonna lie, fuck it. We gonna smoke a rimers. We gonna give it to y'all, man. I was in the spot when I had to go.
There you go. He was.
I got some ass man that though.
Yeah,
You the road guard. You know how good I felt?
How good you felt?
I
That's
felt
how
good
it's got
as
you.
fuck.
That's why you didn't bring the road today?
Nah, the road. That
He's in
shit.
what's that thing in Hampstead you be going to?
Huh?
But I tell you, don't go there.
Or the basement.
Yo, shout out to my nigga Skipper, DJ Lil.
I don't want to
We're not gonna do that. Nah, we not
Yo, listen.
Listen, we not gonna do
No,
that.
we're not gonna do that. But
They
let me
play my
ask you something
shit.
about that though. Real talk, and this is straight up. Do you feel like a lot of people come at you just for the clout to try to gain clout? Like,
All the time.
really, you know what I'm saying?
I
like,
mean,
do
I'm
you
going
or do you feel
Honestly,
like?
the
Yeah,
two
like you know what I'm saying? Because
people-
we sort of, everybody sort of, we ain't even trying to use this as a, but address it so that way people will know, like, yo, you
the
like,
people
it
that
is what
own the
it is.
basement, no,
Yeah,
not at all.
right.
Skibber,
they
no,
every
they already straight. They got money. They do it for the love.
Yeah.
They don't need the money. They good, bro. Like honestly,
Right.
they lit. You know what I'm saying?
That's
They,
his
So they do it for the love.
yeah, but honestly, like I'm from Hempstead. I'm originally, so it's like
Yeah.
you know, that's like y'all from Roosevelt. Y'all be having after hours and spots that we done had to run out in Nassau County chasing this
That
out.
basement.
Nah,
I've been
listen,
living in Hempstead
listen,
for.
I've never got
that
chased.
basement is
Yo,
legendary.
listen,
like
listen, it's
it's been
legendary.
bodies, it's been everything
Absolutely.
in that
You're
basement.
a Hempstead bred kid.
I'm a
Yo, not
Hempstead
even
bred
that.
kid,
I'm never
huh?
scared. I'm never
What?
scared. It's people.
Your
who
child was in that basement.
Basement?
Was you ever going?
Huh?
If
It's
you
been
if
bodies
you're not
in
from
Hempstead.
Hempstead, if you
I'm
ain't been
from
hanging
there.
out in that basement,
It's
but
been
you guys,
bodies in
you know,
Uniontown.
that's been over
what I'm
with.
trying to
Yeah,
say.
It's been-
but you don't
No,
go
you
to
right
that
everywhere.
no more.
It's everywhere.
No,
That's-
that's
I
the
respect
other
the
part
fact
of
that-
it. That's the other part of
Go
it.
there, but
Yeah.
And they play your music.
The
you
whole-
keep it real
Like
with you. I
underground,
respect
not
that.
to be
Underground.
fair, like
Let
a lot
it
of
go.
stuff, a lot of stuff been shut down. You know, Nassau County been shutting down, like the cops been shutting down the spots. You know, the spots
Right.
that's really lit. So that one particular spot don't get shut down.
Right.
So you know, it be a lot of people in there you wouldn't even least suspect. You be like, Marie. Shout out to my man Money Home. You know, he from Parkside.
That's
It
a
be
fact.
legends in there, like you understand. You never know. You never know who.
Money
might
Hall
be.
was on True Street show.
That basement is like.
Yo, not even that. I be in a lot of after hour spots.
Right.
Not only I be
You
Southside,
everywhere. You don't
Jamaica,
sit down.
Queens. I be in Harlem. I be in the spots like with the gambling spots, with the dread spots, with the good food.
Right.
I'm there. You know what I'm saying?
And,
I'm like,
and this is fair, but we know when we in those type of spots, when we put ourselves in those type of elements, we know what else is gonna come
Correct.
behind.
I'm a giraffe.
So you always gotta be
It can
ready.
happen. I'm a
Yeah,
giraffe
you always
overseas.
gotta be ready for
I've been
whatever.
around. I
comes
used to
up.
be a
Yeah.
shit starter, so I already know.
Exactly.
When it go down, I'm out.
Yeah.
Thank God I'm tall.
What's that say
No,
about?
no funny. I'm tall.
When they go down the ball there.
I'm out. Listen, I'm tall. I can see what's going down. Yo, we out of here. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time, that's why I've survived this long.
Because when I saw it,
You can feel energy.
when I seen it, I was like, yo, that's just like, that's whack to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? That to even see that you out here tussling with somebody else from the town that we know.
But that didn't
and I be
come
like,
from
yo,
the
that's just
basement.
whack.
That came from like
And you can't be
social
tussling
media.
and
shit. It's a fact.
Yo, shout out to my boy LA Big Tink, man. Yo, you know he going through something. He going through some things right now.
Okay.
Now
Shout out to
seriously,
him.
let's pray for him. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
real.
He's
My
a
prayers.
strong dude. Now put his
Because we
business
all,
out
we
there.
gotta
No,
say
my
we all
prayers, my
come
He's a
prayers.
from.
strong dude. He
Don't
talked
put it
to
out there if you ain't gonna put it
Nah,
out
it's not putting out there. He good. You know, he little soldier surgery. That's all. It's nothing crazy. He talked to my mom. I actually seen him at DMV. Shout out to Big Val, who always helped me when shit is real. My mother first, but he
Shout out
talked
to
to
Big
my
Val.
mother. He talked to my mother. Nah, he talked
Nah,
to my
mom's
mother.
serious. I know his mom.
Nah,
Shout out to
everybody
Big
know
Val.
my mother. They know what's up. You know what I'm
don't play.
saying? He talked to my mother, and he, you know, it was.
Right.
He made my mother feel better. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't
Nah,
gotta really
facts.
work. You know what I'm saying? And every time I see that, man, I shake his hand. That's a grown man shit.
But you know what I respect?
Yeah.
That you ain't let that stop you from pursuing whatever.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Most people
It was a-
go.
it was a struggle.
Most people behind
It was a
videos
scuffle.
going
They
or
go
whatever.
home.
They go home and
Yeah.
tuck themselves up under the cover, and they're never recovering from that incident. But you stayed. You
Let's get
kept
this straight.
going. You
get
stayed
this
your lane,
straight.
and you kept being who you
Let's
are.
get this straight. I ain't scared of nobody. I will fuck who you are. It is what it is. I was drunk as hell. My man lifts like 500-600 pounds. He can lift both of us up
Peace
like
to the
this.
God. Let's recognize
That's
that.
my man. That's a different type of dude.
Oh,
He's
that's
To
a
the
different
God.
type
He
of
get
animal.
busy.
That's
We
different
know
type
he
of
get-
Yo,
Yeah.
you
That's
watch
the
the
animal.
video. I try to grab this motherfucker. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. Before you know it, he missed me. I get hit towards me. No, we gonna talk the real shit. We
Nah,
gonna
that's
talk
right.
the real shit. And he could have fucked me up. No, let's be for real.
Nah,
He
nah.
could have fucked me up, y'all. That's no funny shit. Could have fucked me up, but guess what he did?
I know.
Nah, it was big bro shit. He did some big bro shit.
Let's
You know, he was-
keep it on the
Nah, he was
positive.
strong. No. We keeping it positive.
Sure, it's another one right
No, we
there.
keeping it positive.
Nah.
I thank you for that.
Oh.
Now you know why? Because you know why? Sometimes you need to wake up.
Facts.
At the end of the day, you need to wake up. You feel me?
Uh-oh.
Oh shit! I see. I'm about to get fucked up. I don't want to get waked up by
Them exotic mixes.
Baby
is
Queen gonna fuck
working.
you up.
Nah, but well, since I'm,
Nah, you gotta
disappointed.
leave piece of shit. Now move on out on real talk.
But now move on though. Yo, shout out to LA though. We just talking about real stories. Though.
No, that's real. That's
and,
what we
it's-
here for.
and look, it all started over the internet and certain people that that's not even here. They had a big thing going with beef, and I laughed at a certain thing that they said about LA and its people, and LA felt some type of way. So certain things is teaching you. Watch what you say.
Right.
And
You
it takes
understand? I ain't
mature,
saying
real
that.
talk,
It
it
takes
takes mature growth to
Yeah,
be like, yo,
facts.
my bad, or
Yo, we
and
settled
move on.
it
And
that
that's
night.
real.
We
Yeah.
said, listen, I was not going to sleep. See, y'all don't know. He met up with me at the In and Out. He came with quick just to make sure shit was real. We shook. You already know what time. You know what I'm saying.
Listen.
We shook hands like grown men. I
was it.
apologized
That's a
to him
Yeah.
and told him, you know what I'm saying, because that's what real men. I had 100. I win or lose, regardless. It's not about fighting. Right now, we grown ass men. We not doing that. We out here trying to make ways for our kids. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, as you can see, we're going to really make it happen.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Like you, thank you. You kept me fresh. For the low. Lower than the school. I'm just saying, like,
I
you know what I'm
always
saying?
gonna appreciate that's something I never forget to support. You know what I'm saying? Going back to like
Station
what
wagon.
all this had a range. I was
Yeah,
range.
range.
It was a range. You know what I'm saying? I never know. Yo, that's a fact. Like, yo.
everywhere.
But yo,
It's
it's
everywhere.
real. Like I feel, I appreciate everybody that ever
everywhere.
supported me, yo, in this clothes game. I really truly appreciate it because it gave me a platform where like we got some wild stories together on the road. We go to 2 games, but yo, I appreciate it all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because yo, that was like that came out of nowhere because I needed something else beside of, you know what I'm saying, coming home and I ain't have nothing else. I didn't want to be, you know, spending risking my life back in jail. Okay? So I only know what I know. You know what I'm saying? And that's the hustle. So
That's a hustle. Everything is a hustle.
That always shows the
Educated,
ultimate
yeah.
hustlers. Any nigga that
You can
really
do
was getting
whatever.
money
Yeah,
and they
you
come
can
up
do
with selling
whatever.
clothes just like they were selling in the track, those real
So I
hustlers.
respect
Do
Muslim
whatever,
too.
that's
Like,
cool.
I'm along the conversation now. He's definitely.
Small little lunch money.
Yeah, like yo, that's a fact.
Shout out to Lunch Money.
Lunch Money.
Motivation is crazy.
Shout out to my man Lunch,
I'm seeing his clothes everywhere.
G. Lou. Yeah,
City everywhere.
that's a fact. And we gotta support who's like, oh, we gotta support them the same way.
Say what it.
They
facts.
supported Slow Bucks. Shout out to Slow Bucks. I watched them come up on their grind. So we have to support our own the same way, and that starts within our community. Like, you know, before we get out of here, I'd love to give some information like, yo, how, if anybody want to get on Professional Chiller, how can they reach out to you?
they can
Fresh
just go-
faces, you know,
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
focus, yeah.
You can just
Fresh
hit me on the Instagram, Hollis_Michaels, or email me the Professional Chiller at yahoo.com. Or you can just get in contact with any of these guys that's on the show, because they definitely pass the message through.
There it is, man.
Hit me up for the right price, man.
There we go.
No, listen, we ain't here to play, man. This is business, man.
And shout out
We out here working hard.
to the God, Worldwide LA.
Straight
You know,
up.
man, LA, by the way, LA, this is just a test. Like, I don't even know if I'm really the host. He might go back and look at it like, yo, I'm gonna have a whole nother host over here. So, you know what I'm saying? But yo, I appreciate my guy even hollering at me about this. Like, yo, yeah.
Location is fly.
And the location is very, very, very
Yo, this is
dope.
episode 1 of Smoke and Mirrors. Yo, make sure y'all check out for episode 2. And we're gonna keep it going, man. Shout out to the whole Professional Chiller cast. Yo, make sure y'all check them out. True Street.
Make sure
All
y'all
his
go
Mike
see that
Phone
video
God.
on
Check them
YouTube,
all
man.
out, man.
Just drop that
Thanks for
video.
coming out, show. Exotic Mixtures.
Yeah,
Vapor Queen.
that's right.
Young Vapor. Oh, yo, man. We out.
Young Vapor, ready?
Hey, Vapor.